Hello everyone, this is Lawrence doing another video, and this one is going to be a tutorial on how to play a simple chord arrangement to a Beatles song. And that's what we're doing. We're just taking the a simple chord arrangements which I got from a book, and a 4/4 strumming pattern, and you could be creative even in there, just as long as you remain within that 4/4, or you could be really creative and try to do it in 3/4. Good luck. So I'm going to show you the book which I got the arrangement from, the Beatles Chord Songbook, or I like to call it the Beatles Campfire Songbook, because it's all simple chord arrangements, mostly a combination of open and bar chords, but nothing complicated, nothing you need really ability to finger complicated chords, fingers that are long and bony. No, this is just simple open chords that your basic guitar player would know, okay? And by the way, get your smartphone out, have your camera ready, because you might want to take a few snapshots of what I'm going to post. I'll give you a few moments to do that. 1, 2, 3. I gave you 2 moments and plus 1 extra. Okay, so here's the chords that is used in the song right here. And then you go into the intro, and this has verse, bridge, verse, solo, verse 4, bridge 2, verse 5. We're not going to really get into that. I'm just going to show you the basic chord structure of the song, rhythm, development to it, and that's all we're going to do. Disclaimer, I'm just a campfire 4/4 rhythm guitar strummer. I have no amazing guitar skills myself, but what I learned through the years, I just like to make a little video and share what I've learned, and encourage others who are really on a lower level, or who picked up a guitar, played it for a while, and played it off and on, to pick it back up again and develop your skills. I'm not a professional musician or a great guitarist. I'm just like I said, a 4/4 campfire strummer. Okay. But if you really want to develop your skills, or you good, just you could take what I have here and just run with it. Okay. So I showed you the chords from the book, but I broke it down. And get your camera ready to take a snapshot of this. The verse, the chord arrangements for the verse. Okay, so we have D, C, G, A. You play that twice. D, C, G, A. You play that twice. After you do that, it's B7, G7, B7, G7. Then you go to a D, G7, D, and there's a slight turnaround, F and G. So I'll hold that up, and we're going we'll go through this on the guitar. Now, we're using a little combination of open and barcodes, bar chords. Okay, and I actually took a few of the chords out. You know, I did not include them on this version here that was in the book. It just seemed a little crowded. I wanted to mainstream it a little bit. So I eliminated about 2 chords that were unnecessary to get to a campfire playing level of the song, you know, which we're doing. Also, in this instruction, I'm not going to show you how to fret a D chord, C chord, and all that. You should know, take advantage of this video, and at this point you should know all your open and bar chords. Open chords played on the upper part of the fretboard here, and a few bar chords here and there. There's videos on how to play, get started on guitar videos of how to play your open chords, so you can refer to them. But this is not a show you how to play chords video. It's showing you the basic chord arrangements and strumming for the Beatles song Night Before. When Night Before appeared on this album, Help, the non-soundtrack album, okay? And I'm not sure if The Night Before is on the Help soundtrack. I guess it is. Such a catchy song. And before we proceed further, just want to mention, most people will have the song in their head, because with most Beatle music it's very catchy and it just goes into the brain, you know. So it's a song that's so catchy, when you hear it, when it stopped playing, you can recall it in your memory, because the melody is just so catchy, okay? So pull that out of your brain and listen to it for a moment, okay? We said, oh, good night, oh, the night before. I am not a singer, so I'm not going to sing this. I may hum parts or kind of talk through some of the lyrics. I like playing guitar. I haven't got a voice for singing. Best left to other people. So let's get started on this. Okay, first thing we'll do is do the D, C, G, A thing twice. And from this point on, I'm going to bring the camera down, because you really don't need to see my face except for when I conclude this video. I want you to see the guitar and the fingering and all that. So I haven't got an assistant yet. If you like to send donations and I can hire one, that would be great, but I won't hold my breath on that happening. This is a Fender American-made Strat, so it's a very good quality guitar, and I'm playing out of a Fender reverb amp. I actually used my Princeton 112 transistor amp, because I did the same video yesterday, but it didn't, while it has a good room sound, it didn't come over good on video. So I reverted to the deluxe reverb amp, tube amp. And I just checked my tuning. I'll check it one more time. That E's a little high. using standing tuning. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, so you want to be tuned up on standard tuning, okay? And if you like to play around with the tuning, changing it, you can do that later. So the D, C, G, A, like, oops. C, D, 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 C, G, A. So the first thing you want to do is just play that chord sequence and get that down to where you can play it with ease. And give it just a 4/4 rhythm. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Then within that you could do little changes, but as long as it's in the 4/4 rhythm. The night, whoops, the night before. Hit a wrong chord there. Oops. We were on the, oh, we're on the D, D, C, D, C, G, A, D, C, G, A. So you play that twice. You play that twice. After you play that twice, like right here, you move down. There you go, B7, G7, B7, G7. So you're actually playing that twice as well. So B7. B minor. We're a lot. Some people finger the B minor this way here, but I can never get that one string to fret. So I just kind of bar it right here, and I think it sounds fuller. And I bar the G7 right here instead of going that way, you know. So back to the D, C, G, A. So after you play that twice, you do the B7. Then we'll go into the last part of that. So what we've done so far, D, D, C, G, A twice, then come down, B7, G7, B7, G7, which is actually twice, and we're barring those two. Okay, then we're going to do the D, G7, D after that, and then F, G turnaround. Okay, so we'll. now said I found have changed my mind. Treat me like you did the night before. Okay. This D, G7. So that's C. Treat me like you did the night before. D, G7. And then that turnaround is F and G, and I usually just bar those chords. I mean, you could go like, okay, three, four, F, G. But I instead of playing them open like that, I bar them. Okay, so you put it all together, and I'm going to play this slowly, after which we'll go to the verse and we'll wrap things up. The verse is actually pretty easy. Okay, D, C, G, A, D, C, A. So that's twice that. C, D, C, G, A twice. And then the B minor. Whoops. Messed that part up. D. Again, B, G7, and then D. Whoops. Okay, now I'm just going to play it through without shouting out the chords. As after you studied all that and learned to play all the chords and make the changes with ease and get a rhythm going and try to play it like you hear it in your head of the song, okay? Okay, so that's it. That's it. I mean, I played it horribly, but you get the idea. So that's D, C, G, A, you play that twice, and then B minor, G7, and then D, G, F, G. Da 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 da. Treat me like. So once you get to that point, man, you could just roll. You could just play it over and over and over and really kind of just develop what's in you, you know. I think you should play songs how you feel them, how you perceive them, I mean, it's nice to sound like the record and play like that, but when you just go off the beaten path a bit and put yourself into it, you create a different kind of feel for the song. You know, you're like, make it your own creation. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so work on that. Also, the rhythm, the 4/4. You could slow it down. And that's what I'm talking about. Just creating something how you feel. Play the song how you. So I slow it down here. I could go down strokes. Or mostly down strokes, throw a few up strokes in. Or you could do a little arpeggio. You know, something like that. Be creative. You know, run with it. It's yours. Okay. The other part of the song, and try to find this song in this arrangement online. You can, and that'll set up the proper arrangements for the verses and the bridge, a verse, bridge, you know, that sort of stuff, and get that locked in your head. This lesson is just to get you to grease you up or oil you up, so you can just, you know, strum through the song. Okay. The verse. No, bridge. I gotta, we just did the verse, but there's a bridge. I don't see a chorus to the song. It's all verse, bridge, solo, but no chorus. These are the chords we're using, and take a snapshot of that. Okay, click. Good. I'll mount this up here. So after you play through the verse twice, you go to the bridge. A minor, D7, G, C. So A minor, and then to drive it home, B minor, E7, A7. So put it all together. Again, you can play any way you want. See, I'm doing a lot of palming there, and I call it jackhammer strumming. Trying to make it sound a little reggae. Also, there's a little guitar solo bit. And I'll make a separate video on that, so stay tuned. And that really emphasizes the bends there. So if you really want to mess around with that, I've got my tuner here. Wait a minute. On the G string, right here, you fret it at the 5th fret. You know, give it a bend. And then on the D string, you fret one up, next over. So, and then you move forward on the same string D, and you go back and just. So, anyway, explaining tablature, how to play a solo, is much harder in these videos than just chord strumming. So if you don't mess around with that, something I need to work on. Messed up there. B my E7, and then okay. So you have it all what I presented you. So we're all cooped up inside now. So you might as well have some fun. And if you're a guitar player and you see this video, break out the guitar and play this song, man. It's be cool. If you want to do a video response too, that'll be cool, you know. Put the camera up, you can see my face, my brave face. Okay, so thank you everyone who watched this video. I hope some of you get something out of it. I just do this for the fun of it, you know, and we're all media stars now. We all got our own little YouTube channel. Man, you had to be famous to get on TV back in the day. Now we all got our own little, which we could spotlight things. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, please take all the precautions to keep yourself and others well. Hopefully, this is very, 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 very painful emotionally, economically, and health-wise. So I hope, I want everybody to take social distancing seriously. We could go ahead and go through the pain really quickly like a root canal work and get it over with, and hopefully in a month or so we can start getting back to our normal lives. And a cure, advancement in medicine can take care of this. For now, thank you everyone. I'm not going to down the list. We know who they are. Everyone who are in jobs which depend on our survival. Thank you so much, everyone. This is just tremendous. I'm 61 years old. You know, a little kid during Vietnam, which was a crisis. The Nixon resignation, and later, you know, 9/11. All those are tremendous, but this one really affects all of us. So, I mean, all of us deeply. I mean, those crises or events I mentioned before affected all of us, but this is really hitting home from the, you know, the farmer in an agricultural, sports, rural state to New York. You know, and there are places that's a lot more hot spots. So we all just have to work together, abide by all the precautions, and we'll get through this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I kind of went off on my little public service announcement, but it is bad, but we'll get through it. Please leave comments. A thumbs up, comments are great. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Take care.